Hello everybody, and welcome to the part 2 of the character design of the secret agent lady. In the first video, we started working on this character by getting a sketch first, then designing the character from the head down to the feet. We created separate layers where we placed the head, and I've even gone further to break the layers into further layers by creating the arm layer, the leg layers, the torso, and the layer for the back. In this character designing, we are going to go further by creating the joints. The joints at the elbow and at the wrist, at the knees and at the ankle, so that we can be able to move this character's arms and legs, so that the elbow can bend and the wrist can bend, the knees and the ankles. This is a character that is designed for rigging, for 2D rigging. So we have to make sure that the body parts are well separated from each other so that the arm and the legs can bend realistically. So right now we are going to be creating the joints for this character. We're going to start with the arm first. The left arm we're going to start working on. Then from there we'll work at the other part. So let's start working on the left arm right now. So this is the left arm. This is the layer where the left arm is. So we are going to start working on the left arm right now. Let me zoom into the arm. We are going to create the elbow area of the arm using the ellipse tool. So I'm just positioning the arm so that I can be able to move freely. So I select the ellipse tool right now and I click holding down shift to create a perfect circle. I click and drag. So I've created the circle now. So let me just make the circle to have the same color with the suit. Then I position the circle where the elbow is. Yeah, right there. So that's where the circle should be. So I think I need to go into outline mode so that I can see the circle. At that circle point, I'll break the arm into two, the upper and the lower arm, so that I can easily bend the upper arm and the lower arm. So let me start by cutting the upper arm, the arm itself, into two, so that I have an upper and lower arm. But before I do that, let me just make it outline mode so that I can select, I can see what I'm doing inside the circle. So I select the arm at first, then I use the scissors tool over here. I select the scissors tool and I cut this side and I cut at that side. So now I've cut the arm into two now. If I exit out of the outline mode, you can now see that the shape has been cut into two. So out of the outline mode, you can see this is a separate shape now. So let me just join it to make it to close the shape. So you can see now the arm is divided into two now. So let me exit out of the isolation mode now. So right now we have succeeded in creating the lower arm. So let me just select the circle and the other arm, the other shapes that form the lower arm. You can see that if I move it now, it bends naturally like an arm should bend. So that's I move it again. You can see now that it is looking very realistic. So right now I want to create a separate layer for the arm, which I will call it the lower arm. But let me duplicate this circle first. I've duplicated it. If I open the layer now, you can see that we have two circles inside. This circle and the other circle. These two circles now. So I duplicated it. So right now, let me just select the lower arm. Let me drag and select the lower arm. Then I also have to select the circle so that I can move it to a new layer. So I just group it first. Then I change the name to lower arm. So the lower arm layer will be on the arm left layer. It will be a sub layer. So right now I want to create the upper arm. So let me just join this shape to close it. Let me come out, exit out of the isolation mode and select the arm. I select the circle, the ellipse, and I group it also so that I will have another group under the arm left layer. So you can see that there are still some shapes that are outside of the two groups. I need to put it inside the lower arm layer. So I select them and I drag them into the lower arm layer, place it at the top inside the lower arm layer and sub layer. So this sub layer of this other one, I call it upper arm. I'll type upper arm. So that's the sub layer for the upper arm and the lower arm. They are both inside the arm left layer. So you can see now, if I select it and drag now, you can see that I can move it up and down. I can rotate it up and down. You can see now that it moves perfectly, moves smoothly like an arm supposed to move. So that's it for the upper and lower arm. But I also need to create a joint at the wrist side so that the hand can bend. So the hand can bend also. So I need to create a circle there. So I select the ellipse tool and I create a circle. Let me create a circle like that. So that's the circle. Let me change it to the color of the gloves. Then I position the circle. Let me try to scale the circle so the outline can meet with the glove. Let me create outline mode so I can see the outline, and let me scale the circle so that it can match the outline of the hand itself. So let me just scale it a bit. So that's it now. So it fits well now. So I can come out of the outline mode now. Let me isolate the hand itself, the lower hand. I need to isolate the lower hand, isolate selected group. So I select the lower hand now. I need to cut that part where the wrist connects with the hand. So I go into isolation outline mode again. I use the scissors tool and I cut here and I cut here also. Then I also come out of the outline mode. I select this hand. You can see I've cut it out. There are two separate arms now. So I need to close this shape, and I need to close this shape also by clicking join. So when I exit out of this isolation mode now, I can select the circle and I can just duplicate it so that I can have one circle for this arm. But let me just copy this arm and cut it out of here. So I Ctrl X to cut out of there. Then I want to create a new group, a new sub layer. So let me just select the button and I name this hand. So this is where the hand that I cut out will be. I name it this sub layer hand. Then I paste it here into the hand layer, the hand I cut out. So now that I pasted it out, I need to copy this shape and select the hand and paste it inside this sub layer, and I drag this circle into the sub layer. So all the shapes are now in this sub layer. So I need to drag this ellipse into the lower arm. So now I've created the three sub layers in the left arm. So now that I've created the three sub layers, the hand, the lower arm, and the upper arm. But first, let me just move this arm so you can see now this hand. I select the hand right now, and let me select the hand right now, and I use the rotate to select the center of the circle, and I turn it now. You can see it turns like the arm supposed to turn, like the hand actually is supposed to turn. You can turn up or down. So that's it for creating the hand, the lower arm, and the upper arm. So right now I need to mirror the arm left into the right arm, into the arm right, because I don't need to start creating the whole arm, right arm again using the same process. I can just mirror it and it can come to the right side. Then I can copy it and paste it into the right arm layer. But before I do that, I need to hide the arm right layer. So I need to use the guide, the vertical guide that I created as a reference, so that I can perfectly mirror the left arm into the right arm. So let me position the cursor. Let me try. I want to get this mirroring right so that I don't mirror it wrongly. So let me just, I think I should do it in an outline mode. So yes, now I can see the guide showing clearly. I position my cursor there to mirror the left arm, the arm left. So when I click now, you can see now that I mirror it. So I press copy and I copy the left arm into the right arm. So let me come out of the outline mode. I now cut out the arm, and I move and I will come down into the arm right and paste it inside. But I need to delete all the shapes that are in this arm right, so that I can paste the one I just copied from mirrored from the arm left. So let me just cut it now. So I'll cut it now. So let me just copy and paste. So I pasted the one that I mirrored into the layer of the arm right. So now we are done with the arm and we can move forward to the legs. So this let me just be sure about it. Okay, we have the arm right. Okay, I need to name this layer hand in the arm right. So I've named the layers. It's important to name layers so that you will not get confused if you have so much layers. So let me just lock all these layers so that I'm not mistakenly move them. I want to work on the left leg. So I select the left leg right now and I create the same circle like I've been creating in the other ones. Using the ellipse tool, I click and drag. Then let me see. I think I should go into outline mode, but let me position this first here. Position it at the bottom here. Let me scale it a bit. I think it looks good already. I need to change the color of this ellipse that I've applied to this shape so that I can see. But you know it has two colors now, so I need to apply two colors. We mean I have to cut this ellipse into two. So let me just select this ellipse first. Let me select the ellipse. Make sure that it's inside the leg left. With it I can cut and I want to paste it inside the group of the leg left. I paste it inside the group. So let me select the pink, the purple. Okay, I think what I should do first, instead of selecting the pink color, maybe I can cut this shape into two. I'm looking at the best option I can apply here. Should I cut it into two or should I apply the pink? Which one will be more effective for me? Let me cut it first. I want to cut the ellipse into two so it will match this. I can okay, let me just create an isolation mode. Let me go into isolation mode. I click here so I can create a line that I can use to cut this ellipse into two to match the lining, the inner line of our trouser, of our outfit. So I created this shape. So let me just select these two. Okay, so let me switch to the pick tool. I select these two shapes together, then I create a pathfinder cut. So I cut this shape into two now. So you can see there are two separate shapes now. The ellipse have been cut into two now, so I ungroup it now. So if you look now, you can see that there are two shapes now. This shape I can change one to the gray, and I can change this one to the pink color. So right now you can see that the two shapes are matching the color, and we can. So that's the first joint at the hip. So we created the joint up at the hip that connects with the laps of the lady. So now I have to select these two shapes. So you can see now. You can see now that I've selected the circle, now I can turn the leg. You can see how realistic the turning is. Although the color is going into the into her hip, but we can find a way to do that. But you can see now that the leg turns well. It turns as it should turn if she's turning her leg to the side, like doing exercise. So I'm done with the hip side. Now let us come to the knee. We want to create a knee for the so let's create an ellipse. Use an ellipse to creating the same shape, also this the same color. So let's go into the outline mode. In the outline mode now, I just select it and let me scale this ellipse to fit the knee. Let me go down here. No, it should fit the knee. Let it reach the outline of the leg there. So now we're also going to also cut this shape just like how we did the other one. We should cut this ellipse so that we can easily blend with the design of the clothes. So right now let me just select the let me just select the let me just create the a line that goes through the ellipse. I click here and I drag. So I don't want to follow the particular design, but let me just do it this way. Click and drag here. So now I've created two shapes now. So I select these two shapes now, and I come here and I create. Okay, so I create. I divide this into two groups now. So the two shapes now. So this one shape, I can change it to the dark color now. So now we can work with this. We can create the knee with this. But first, I need to cut this shape into. I need to cut this leg into two, so that one will be upper leg and one will be the lower leg. So let me go into outline mode. Then let me use a line. I draw a line through the leg. Let me make it a bit slanting like this. Then I just select all of this, and I select the divide. Then I also ungroup it. Ungroup. So now that I've ungrouped it, so you can see now that we now have the lower leg separated from the upper leg now. This is the lower leg that's selected right now. So from here we can work on we can have the knee right now. Okay, so I select divide, and when I ungroup it now, I ungroup. So when I ungroup now, you can see that the upper leg and the lower leg are divided now. This is the lower leg now. We can work with we now have the lower leg now from the upper leg, so that we can be able to create the knee. So let me come out of the isolation mode right now. So right now, these are the two shapes I created. Let me drag them into this group here. So I can just isolate this group, and you can see these two shapes here. I can just select them and just think I should duplicate them. I duplicated them now. So the lower leg should have its own upper and lower those two circles. So I added. So let me cut it out now. So you can see the upper leg has its own joint. So let me create. So I've created a group out of this one. So let me create a new group now and paste it inside the sub layer of the leg left. So we have this one at the bottom here. It's called the lower leg, and this is the upper leg. So right now, let me work on the ankle. I need to make this shape to be this ellipse to fit this the leg, the outline of the ellipse to touch the outline of the feet. Let me just drag it here so it touches the outline of the feet, so that we can cut the feet from there. So I zoom out and I copy this. Okay, let me come out of the outline mode. I think I wrongly named the leg, so let me name this leg lower leg, and the other one should be upper leg. So let me just move this. Let me position these things correctly. Okay, I drag the circle up to this lower leg. Now that lower leg, I need to carry the upper leg above the lower leg so that it can make sense. Let me drag the lower leg below the upper leg, so that there we have it now. So we can now cut this leg now. After we created that circle, we can cut this lower leg now, so I can create the feet. So we just use the scissors tool and cut here, and we can cut here also. So we can cut here and we can cut here. So now we have two shapes now. So let me come out of the outline mode. I select here and I press Ctrl J to close the shapes. The two shapes are created. So now I selected this circle. I want to select it and duplicate it. But let me just select this and cut out because we duplicated it. So I'll create a sub layer and I'll name it foot. So I'll copy and paste that foot into the sub layer. So now we can see now that we have sub layer. We have sub layers of this, but let me just fix this particular part of the leg that's coming out of the circle. Okay, I'll just put it here. So let me make sure that it's well. This shape, this lines up well. Let me just put this line here to match this line here. I think that's okay for the leg. So you can come out of the outline mode and then you can see the feet, the foot and the lower leg and the upper leg now. But so then separating them. So if I select the foot now and I select the let me select the lower leg and move the lower leg first because I've not done that one. So I can select the lower leg and they're all into the, I'm grouping all of them now. So I'm grouping all the legs now. So if I select the lower leg and I put the rotate key, you can see now that I can turn the lower leg by the ankle. Even let me move the foot down under the lower leg. So I can select the lower leg and the foot. Click, use the rotate tool and rotate it. You can see I can bend her knee. Her knee can bend. So that's it for the. So now we have to create. We have to mirror the left leg into the right leg, but we have to make sure that we mirror it perfectly. So I'm going to use the outline mode first. I'm going to use the guide. Then I'm going to use the reflect tool to reflect the shape. So I select the reflect tool, select the guide, and I alt click the guide, and I press copy. So it copies the leg that I mirrored to the other side. I can just cut the leg out of it. And let me just lock this leg left layer, open the leg right layer. Let me delete the leg. Then let me copy and paste the left leg that I duplicated. Let me paste it here. So you can see now that I can. This strap is below, so I need to move it up into this layer here. So I move it up here. So the strap is now into the upper leg of the right layer. So I can just let me just leave this. Let me just, okay, I need to name this one because just group. I can name it. Let me name it lower leg. Then this one at the bottom, I should name it foot. So that's it for the leg right. So now I've created the left and the right leg now for the character. So I think one thing I need to do, I need to create the joint for the hip. I need to create the joint, the ball joint for the lap that connects to the hip, but the hip itself needs to have this. So let me just, okay, I think I need to name this leg right, not left right, leg right. So let me lock it down. For the torso, I need to create circles in that torso. I dyed the circle because I didn't put any circle in that torso where it connects with the hip. So all I need to do is just to copy this circle. Let me press Ctrl copy, Ctrl C to copy. Then I come to the torso. I select isolate the group then Ctrl V to paste it inside the shape here. Then let me just mirror it to this other side, to the right side, or let me just instead copy this circle, copy it from the leg left and come to the torso and paste it here. So that's it for the torso. So now we're done with the torso, we can just save our character. To remember to always save your character when you're working on it. I didn't save auto, but it's important to save in case your program crashes, so just save, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Hey people, thank you for watching my video. Let me know your thoughts on the video in the comment section. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also select the bell icon so that you can be notified when a new video is posted. Thank you.